Greetings everybody and welcome back to the FTR Network. Camping season is officially here, so I'm going to show you how to have a pre-packed camp bin that will cover all the basics. Now obviously, depending how bougie you are, you might want to add more things to it, but this is really all that you need, and it fits in one simple little camp bin like this, ready to go anytime. And all you need to add is your tent, camp chair, and camp flooring. Well, I guess you would also need to add your clothes and food, but we'll talk about that later. All right, let's see what is inside the camp bin. Okay. I always like to have a little dust broom and end of a broom to sweep up any dirt that gathers in the tent, because it absolutely will. Tarps, very necessary. Especially this part of the woods when it can just rain all of a sudden. And I like to bring a line with some clothespins to hang up towels and swimsuits and whatever else you may need to dry. I like to bring a little tablecloth because the benches are, most of the picnic tables are quite gross. And then I bring a tea cloth or tea towel and a dishcloth. One pan is sufficient. We're not doing gourmet cooking. I like to bring a oven mitt, some tape to use in case of holes that need to be patched. I have these mini cast iron pans for anything we want to pop on the fire for fun, like roast apples or chili with some cheese on top, dip with tortilla chips. And then, of course, you need a pot and a lid. I do not bring a sieve. I do not need a sieve. This lid, just hold it over the pot, does the trick. Like I said, I'm doing very basic, simple things that can all fit. And then I bring some fire starters that we made. I bring more than one. I'm just showing you the one. And then some baggies, any leftover things, tin foil, which is super useful for lots of stuff, including cooking over the fire. Wrap some potatoes in there, pop that on. I've got a sleeping bag. Of course, you need somewhere to sleep. Paper towel. A flashlight. Now, there's many types of flashlights you can bring, including lanterns and stuff. I really feel like it's overkill. And to be honest, I don't even use that flashlight. I use my cell phone because it has a flashlight on it, just like everybody else has a cell phone. And this is my little sleeping pad. It blows up real quick and easy, and it's nice and small. Fits in this bin beautifully. Dish soap to wash the dishes. And all the little kitchen goodies. And then there's my camp stove. Lighter. And propane is not in here because I feel like it's a little bit dangerous to throw propane in there, because this I pack up and I just leave it for the season, so it's ready to go at any moment. And then I'm going to show you the kitchen items here now. And open. Of course, forks and spoons. The mugs, which double up as bowls. I only need one stir stick. I guess you call it a wooden spoon. Measuring cup if you need to measure any liquids, to be precise. Plates. There's some more cups in there. Just show you one thing. So plates. What else do we have in this little goodie bag? Oh yes. A knife. Do some very simple chopping. I try to prepare my food as best as I can before I go, so I don't have to do as much work. And then I have one of these utility guys for anything that I might need. And then a small, simple cutting board. There you have it. All this stuff fits nicely in this bin. This bin sits on the shelf in the garage. It's ready to go at a moment's notice. And I'm out the door camping. Okay, I'm going to come back in a moment to talk about clothes and food. Okay, I want to talk real quick about doing dishes before I get into the food and clothes. This bin here. So normally you could just bring yourself a wash bin, but I'm all about simple and reusing things for more than one task. This bin that everything is sitting in, once all this stuff is emptied, is just a big old empty bin. So you could put a little bit of water. You certainly don't need to fill this because that would be heavy and ridiculous. You can wash the dishes in here, dry it with the tea towel, and then shove it back in this bag and hang it up somewhere. And there you go. Easy way to do dishes. Okay, so continuation with the car camping. Quick and easy, ready to grab. I have one of these totes that I got for free, so I just fill it up with some like camping, like older t-shirts. I'm not really gonna miss jogging pants, sleeping things, an older swimsuit. It is ready to go. I grab it and I'm out the door. I have to think about packing. And you know my deal with toiletries. I've done videos. I can link in the description if you want to watch the specifics on toiletries. But to it I add sunscreen, really dangerous bug spray because the bugs are serious. They almost even like this stuff. And I will use organic bug spray when it will work and keep those monster flies and monster mosquitoes away. In the meantime, I will just be covered in DEET for a couple nights. And then I take their spray, because you never know. Alright, so I'm going to do a real quick thing about food because food is just so individual and personalized. I'm not going to get into details. The entire YouTube channel can be devoted to just camping food. So just real quick, simple, basic food plan coming right up. Okay, let's talk about food. Like I said, this can get pretty detailed and pretty intense because everyone has different likes. And maybe everybody wants to do a different amount of cooking or less cooking. Maybe you want to be totally gourmet. Maybe you want to be super easy. So I'm going to give you a couple of quick things that I like that worked for me in the past. So you could just get a bunch of freeze-dried meals. Just add hot water. Super simple, quick. They're okay tasting. They're not the best things in the world, but they're okay. And these are like really good, obviously, for backpacking if you're doing an intense camping. But then you probably wouldn't be packing a bin like I just showed you. And then you can get some of these simple, open, heat, add water kind of things. And there's the Stag's chili that I like to put in the cast iron pan on top of the fire. Put a little cheese on top to melt and then dip with the chips. And then I like to take some of my snacks. And then I find the potatoes are really fun because they are shelf stable. You can just boil them, mash them. You can wrap them in tin foil. And then you can do baked potatoes, sour cream, cheese, bacon, like whatever you want. And then of course I like to take some fresh fruits and veggies. And then pasta is always an easy one to just boil up and load up with whatever you want. Could even be just plain old butter. Any way you want to do it. So there's just some real quick, easy food things to take. And you don't need much of a cooler for this selection I'm showing you here. And if you want to take meats, I always prepare them. Like say I'm doing tacos in a bag, I will pre-cook the beef with the seasoning and I'll freeze it. And then the day that we're going to use it is just warm it up and voila, done. And there you have it. Camping season is here. I hope you guys have some great camping plans and that you will enjoy the beautiful outside. Take care.